Hello everybody and welcome to the fantasy world. Now this one's going to be completely out of character. Why? Because I wanted to give you guys an update on the behind the scenes of this series. This isn't going to be lumped in with the actual series, so if you're wanting to see the fantasy series, there is actually a whole different subsection for all of that. You can go find it on the channel. I may link it in the description if I remember to do it. I may not. Knowing me, I may not. But I decided to give you guys a little bit of a background as to what's going on. This world requires a lot of grind on my part. So, to highlight things that may not be highlighted inside of episodes, like me finishing this actually took me about 3 hours to finish this, because I only had a handful of wheat seeds to start with, and I had no more. I've finished the getting all the grapes. I've found every single grape variant. I now have a villager trading hall down here. It gets kind of loud down here, but simple villagers gives you the or easy villagers, I'm sorry, gives you the ability to just basically turn this all into an assembly line. It's even worse than what I typically do. It's loud down here. Hold on. Wait for it. There we go. Okay. But I actually have multiple iron farm pieces back here. Hold on. I'll break these up so y'all can actually see what's behind all of this. Yeah, there's a whole line of these. These are just iron farms. Simple ones. That allow me to just farm a lot of iron in a small amount of time. This is a converter. I can't use it just yet because I haven't been to the Nether in this world. And then, of course, just the simple trading pieces. This is kind of hidden down here. I plan on doing like a hidden door into it so that y'all don't see it inside the fantasy series, but it does exist down there. And then a whole nother thing. Wait for it. This is the colony we started. I haven't really talked a whole lot about the colony. This is in the most recent episode. I did go out and find another waystone. It took me a minute to find one. I kind of just ran around my world for a little bit. And I eventually found one. But this is called, God, what did I call this? The City of Ray or something like that? I know I called it something. But the city has actually developed quite a bit. I have 2 builders' huts. I have 2 guard stations. I have, of course, the town hall. There is a residence now. There's a residence. I'm slowly developing more. I think I started clearing area for a university somewhere back here. Yep, there it is. This area I was clearing out and getting ready to put a university down. University is probably one of, if not the biggest building you're going to put down in your colony. It's the reason that it's such a large area over here. But I wanted to get all of that settled up before the next episode, and I haven't been able to get it done yet. What is happening here? Huh. Okay, cool. But I have 2 farms in place now. I have guards that sleep continuously. I wanted to kind of show this off because I don't get to show a whole lot of this off inside of episodes. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that can't really be shown off because there's no storyline reason for it to be shown off. Also, another thing to show off, I'm pretty sure it's Marines. Yep. Place is still here. Still perfectly fine. That red beam is actually where I died during the raid. I never showed that. But my character... I did die during this. My character canonically was knocked out. But me personally, I perished. Actually, a few times. I think I died like 3 times trying to do this fight. But I did it. I did in fact finish the raid. I had hero of the village for a little bit. But the settlement still does exist. Nothing big or bad happened to it. There's still villagers in here. I come in every once in a while and throw bread at a few of them, so hopefully this village will stay around for a while. Let's see. I think that's really all. This greenhouse, this is actually probably the 4th rendition of the greenhouse that I was building. Because originally I was going to use some of the Macaw's roofing pieces. I think it was Macaw. I don't know, but they're inside one of my boxes because I have a whole bunch of their pieces left over now. But I originally wanted to use more of an actual roofing piece. Hold on. Was it Macaw or was it something else? No, Doman. These, I was originally going to use those pieces for it, but I hated how it looked after I got it up there. So I just decided to scrap that idea and go with this. Eventually, I'm going to cut this back a little bit more, and there's going to be another one of these fields right here. And then this is just going to be a road up top. And this is actually the first time I've built something on a true diagonal. I've never built something on a true diagonal. I actually hate doing buildings like this because I hate how they look. One of my blocks are missing back here. What happened here? But, actually, I think that's supposed to be that way. I really did. Yeah, I really did that in design. Okay. As long as it looks good from ground level, that's all that matters. But this is the first time I built something on a true diagonal. I don't like building this way, but I did it because it looked better inside this area to put it on a diagonal inside that corner than put it as a straight line like here or something like that, where it would have made everything else more claustrophobic. Also, Tim is fine. Tim is not down there with the rest of the villagers. He is fine. He is a storyline villager. He has a house to himself. I actually put him in this extra house over here. He is over here. He is fine. He has his own workstation, his own house, all that. I've been thinking about getting him a friend and putting them in there. But for right now, he is here on his own. Plan on peppering a few of these villager houses with actual named villagers in here. But that's going to be something for later. Right now, I can tell you a sneak peek into the next episode is going to be I'm outgrowing this house very quickly. You probably noticed it in the last episode where I'm outgrowing my food storage. I don't have enough for it all. Not to mention there's so many food mods in this that I generally don't have enough room. So I'm having to kind of just move out pretty soon. I don't have enough space. I'm just slowly but steadily outgrowing this. I'm eventually going to recycle this into being either primarily a storage building or turning this back into an inn that it was originally. Which is probably what I'm going to do. Probably just going to re-recycle it into being an inn so that people can come here and just kind of chill. I still have yet to find an actual horse, by the way. I've been looking for one. I typically have to go way out here to these villages in order to look. And I still have yet to find one. Also, there's 2 of these villages that are hovering. I did mention these, but these villages do exist. They're in the air. They're like cloud villages. But I think the next thing I should probably show off is my achievement list and stuff like that. I kind of showed it off in one of the first episodes, but I suppose I could show it off now. Champion Trials, was that it? Yeah. I got partially into this one because I have obsidian now, which means I can start going to the nether and figuring out all of that stuff. Traveler's Journey. This is the reason I've been doing all of this stuff. I just haven't made an auto trader yet because I haven't really felt the need to. Knighthood, I don't think I've touched that one. Fermented Flavors. This is actually how I managed to trigger the raid. Winery has a bottle of Villager's Fright, which allows you to trigger a raid, which is how I did that, which is the reason the cut in that one's a little bit weird. And then, of course, this one, I don't know why, but it won't let me continue this one. It's registered all the other ones I've done, but it didn't register the town hall block for whatever reason. So that's a whole thing. Then I have to go to this one, because this you guys saw was a whole skill tree. You can kind of see I went to this and then jumped over here, because this has to do with food, which is something I typically work with a lot in a lot of my series. I'm very much a farmer, especially if you ever play with me on a server. I'm a farmer. I have massive farms. I'm always trying to figure out what's the best way to produce a large amount of food. And so, of course, that was probably my first skill tree area. And then my second one was going down here to the hunter. And kind of like sneaky and stuff like that. So I have all of these that I'm also trying to get. But the reason I showed off this is because some of these, hold on, I think it's actually the fermented flavors. I did a few of these. Yeah. Some of these give you wisdom scrolls. You can also just generally find these. They give you a skill point. So I've been collecting a lot of these, and that's the reason my skill tree is so different from the last time you guys saw it. Is because I've collected so many of them that I've just went so far in my skill tree that it's quite a few more points than I had. Those are the stats I'm working with. I'll leave it on this thing so y'all can read them out, because it's a lot. But yeah. Also, if y'all have names for the cats, y'all can name these two. They are identical twins. And I do plan on moving them to be in other areas eventually. Just right now they're in the house. I may leave them in the tavern. I don't know. But yeah. Figured I'd catch you guys up on the behind the scenes of what's going on in this world before the next episode. There's probably going to be a bit more done before the next episode even comes out, because I still haven't figured out the next storyline tidbit. Kind of got it like a rough outline of it, but I don't know exactly what's going to be happening in it. So figured I'd do this instead and let you guys kind of see the behind the scenes and what I've been doing in the world and what I've kind of gotten done in this world. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!